let's go with the first game because we've got 7. There's plenty value to be had here, and they're pretty strong bets on paper as well. Sevilla versus Cadiz. Now, what Cadiz is going to turn up here, we just do not know, because Cadiz, they can shock the life out of teams by scoring 3. Then they can go 4 or 5 weeks without even scoring. If you hear the thunder in the background, then it will just make me jump a little bit. Okay, Sevilla at -175 and -1 at +110. Cadiz at +600. How times have changed. Last season, it would have been a +1200. If you fancy Cadiz at +1, it's -130. But the under-over is strange here, Pavlos. It's at 2.5. And I'm thinking, well, 2.5, okay. But at +125... Am I missing something here? Is that just an automatic you've got to go over?
Yeah, at this point, you have to take the over because, Sevilla, they have been quite loose lately, conceded twice against Levante, 3 against Real Madrid, twice against Granada. Their defense has been faltering lately, and the XG numbers also have something to say because now they have the 6th best XGA. Keep in mind that this team had consistently, they were top 3 in the XGA numbers throughout the whole season, but lately they've fallen. They've been falling, and now sixth best XGA, and at home they have the 8th worst XGA. So their defense is kind of struggling a lot. I mean, they conceded multiple goals against teams who, of course, are fighting for their lives, and Cadiz are one of those teams. So it wouldn't be surprising to see Cadiz scoring here. After all, they've showed quite a punch lately. Even in their loss against Bilbao, they did score twice. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cadiz scored here. But I believe that Sevilla, they are. They haven't clinched already the top 4 spots and the Champions League ticket that comes with it. So a couple of bad results here and there, and maybe Betis can overtake them. So this is probably their easiest match from their remaining. So I believe that Sevilla are going to win this one.
Okay, and also you can look at Sevilla over 1.5 goals at -115. So just forget the result. Forget the under and over. Just Sevilla to score twice is at -115, Roman. I can see the minimum of being 3 goals in this game. So then I forget about the Sevilla over 1.5 at -115, and I just go with a total of over 2.5 at +125. That is massive.
Yeah, that's definitely good value. I also see, honestly, Sevilla getting goals in this game. I mean, they have a very good record against Cadiz. I think they haven't lost in the last 9 games with 4 wins in a row of late. And Cadiz, I'm a bit worried that they're missing Ruben Alcaraz, even though they won without him at the Camp Nou. He's been a key player since he signed in the winter transfer market, and he's a guy they're definitely going to miss in that midfield because his substitute to San Emeterio I don't think is at the same level. But still, I mean, it's going to be a tough game because at the end it's both teams fighting in different parts of the table, of the standings, we could say, because Cadiz obviously are still fighting for to avoid relegation, whereas Sevilla have to clinch that Champions League position, as Pavlos mentioned. So in that case, both teams have crucial games, and Lopetegui, the manager, spoke in the press conference and said it was a final because, I mean, Sevilla have been through poor form, to be honest. They haven't had really good results of late, but I do think that they need to win, and this derby, Andalusian derby, I think they're going to take it home, and I do think also we're going to see goals, and possibly Cadiz do get a goal. Why not?
So like a little 2-1, 3-1 type. Listen, it just breaks you into that +125. Let's have a little look at the official picks because all 3 of us have an opinion and all 3 of us have different bets. So I fancy if Sevilla win 3-1, we're all going to be in the money. Sevilla -1 at +110. So a 2-goal margin or a push or a free hit for Pavlos. Sevilla and over 1.5 at -110. And for me, it's just over 2.5 goals in the game at +125. And that just brings in the straight 3-0. I'm happy with a Sevilla to win 3-0, but 3-1 could also be on the cards.